Good morning, my students of class 10. This is my second video in which we will be discussing the last three stanzas of this poem. Just a brief recapitulation, a few important points. This poem is written by Robert Browning. Robert Browning was a poet of the Victorian period, and he has written this poem using the technique of dramatic monologue. This poem is a satire on the fickle mindedness of public opinion. In my previous video, I have discussed about the first three stanzas, and here I'll be discussing the next three stanzas, stanza 4, stanza 5, and stanza 6. From stanza 4 onwards, the Patriot describes the present condition, the condition that he is now in, that the people have brought him now in. We begin with the fourth stanza. There's nobody on the rooftops now, just a palsied few at the windows set. For the best of the sight is all allow at the shambles gate, or better yet, by the very scaffold's foot I trow. So here we get the contrast of the kind of treatment the people of the town have given to the Patriot. If you remember previously, just a year ago, how the houses were heaving and swaying with people. They had all gathered on the rooftops just to get a glimpse of the Patriot. But now nobody is there on the rooftops now. So the town is having a deserted look. Only a few old palsied people. Palsy is a kind of disease. So few palsied people, they are sitting at the windows because they cannot go and join the other people of the town. Then what do you think? Where have the other people of the town gone? Here in the next line, sarcastically, the Patriot says that the best sight is awaiting the remaining people of the town. Where is the best sight awaiting them? At the shambles gate. What is shambles gate? It is a place for public execution. So the Patriot, finding no one in the village, in the town, thinks that definitely all of them, they have gone at the shambles gate where the best sight is awaiting them. And what is the best sight awaiting them over there? The execution of the Patriot himself. Or better yet, by the very scaffold's foot I trow. Trow means believe, think. And the Patriot says in the last line of this stanza that if those people of the town, if they are not happy, not satisfied just by being at the shambles gate, they would they would be going just at the very foot of the scaffold. What is scaffold? It is a wooden framework or wooden structure where people are beheaded or executed. So the best site for all the people of the town, it is at the shambles gate, or better still, just right near the scaffold's foot, to have a clear glimpse, to have a good view of the execution of the Patriot. Stanza 5. I go in the rain, and more than needs, a rope cuts both my wrists behind. And I think by the feel my forehead bleeds, for they fling, whoever has a mind, stones at me for my years misdeed. So here in the very first line we have a figure of speech, a literary device called pathetic fallacy. So I go in the rain. Here rain is symbolic. Here, rain, going in the rain refers to shame, refers to experiencing shame, loss of dignity. So, it seems as if the rain is robbing the Patriot of all his dignity, of all his reputation, of all, he's losing his dignity, he's losing his glory, and more than needs, more than is required, a rope cuts both my wrists behind. So today he is being carried through the streets like a criminal, like a convict, with his hands tied behind his back. His wrists are tied, and more than is required, a rope has been tied tightly around his wrist, more tightly than is needed. And it seems as if the rope is cutting through the skin of his wrist, so tightly the rope is tied. And I think by the feel my forehead bleeds. So the Patriot cannot touch his forehead because his hands are tied. So he feels something oozing out, something coming out, something flowing down his forehead, and so he thinks that definitely he is bleeding, his forehead is bleeding. And the next line he gives the reason also: for they fling whoever has a mind stones at me for my years misdeeds. So why do you think his forehead is bleeding? Because the people, all those who have gathered, they are, as he is nearing the shambles gate, people who have all gathered over there are flinging stones at him, and so his forehead is bleeding. So here again we get a contrast, that now nobody is showering flowers like roses or myrtle on him, but they're all flinging stones at the patriot. Whoever has a mind means whoever is capable of thinking, whoever has an active mind, whoever wants, whoever feels. Stones at me for my years misdeeds. So here again there is no clarity, okay, regarding the word misdeed. What misdeed actually the patriot is referring to? So here we get a little bit of ambiguity. We have no clarity regarding what misdeed the patriot is referring. Thus I entered and thus I go. In triumphs people have dropped down dead. Paid by the world, what dost thou owe? Me, God might question. Now instead, 'tis God shall repay. I am safer so. So here again a very symbolic line. Thus I entered and thus I go. So here the patriots compares his entry and exit. His entry into the world and his exit from the world. So thus I entered. So here enter refers to two things, two places. So thus he entered the shambles gate for his execution, and thus he goes. Thus he goes means it refers to his life after death, his exit, his death. Thus I entered and thus I go also refers to the fact that the patriot is remembering how earlier he had entered the hearts of the people. He held a very esteemed place in the hearts of the people. But now everything has gone. He has made his exit not only from this world, but he has also made his exit from the hearts of the people. So thus he entered the shambles gate, and thus he went out of this world. He made his exit from this world. And thus he entered the hearts of the people, and he has left the hearts of the people. Now he is not holding any place of esteem, no place of respect in the hearts of the people. In triumphs, people have dropped down dead. So here in this line, the patriot is trying to draw some solace. He is trying to draw some comfort from the fact that he has seen. In triumphs refers to in victory, in good times, in victory, in triumph. He has seen people dropped down dead. So he has seen many people dying for a good cause. So here the patriot draws a parallel between himself and all those people who have died for a good cause. So here the patriot, he doesn't think that whatever he has done, I mean, that should be considered as a misdeed, because he thinks in his own esteem he has done something good for the people, and he is dying, he is giving away his life for the good of the people. So he compares himself with all those people, that he has seen people giving away their lives, laying their lives for a good cause. So he is also one such person, giving away his life for a good cause. Although it is ironical that good cause is not understood by the people, rather it is misunderstood. Paid by the world, what dost thou owe? So here the patriot says that the world has paid him what they think he owes. But in the estimation of the patriot, what he has got by the world, the way he has been paid by the world, is not correct, is not adequate. Me, God might question now instead. And he says that when he comes face to face with God, when he reaches God's nearness, then God might question that what do you want from me now? And then the patriot says he would be able to request, he will request God that as he has been misjudged by the people, not rewarded adequately by the people for his good deeds, at least he would be rewarded adequately by God, because God is the ultimate judge and God's judgment can never go wrong. So if people have misjudged him, misunderstood him, at least God is going to understand, and God is going to pay him what he truly owes. So thus it is ironical when he says that I am safer so. So in his death he will be safe. So he will be safe when he dies, when he reaches God. So here this line is ironical. So again a brief recapitulation from fourth stanza. Third stanza was like a kind of transition between the past and the present condition. So in the fourth stanza we begin the actual picture, the actual treatment at present that the patriot is receiving from the people. I hope this explanation has been of great help to you, and in my third video I have discussed about the various figures of speech, literary devices, the rhyme scheme, the theme, the allusions and the symbols. Thank you.